quite get out of the corners well enough to be able to slingshot past that Maserati. Up past the hotel, and really just giving it everything to finish off this race, tight into the final turn. The Triple H team are really hoping against hope that he's going to hang on in there, in that number 33 car. Number 34 machine is also in the point, so it could be a good day for them in the end. All four brake discs blowing quite beautifully on the Corvette, so it's a pretty good brake balance in that car.
Yeah, it's a great sight, isn't it? Seeing, you only normally see that at Le Mans, don't you, at the end of the long straights. But and also the sound of these cars are fantastic. When we get onboard shots, you can hear the engine. It's no, they sound really, really nice.
They do sound wonderful. V12 Maserati versus V8 Corvette here, and V12 just about having the edge at this stage in the race. Again, they're going to run over the curb on the exit. That's how hard they're trying. This is GT sprint racing, there's no doubt about it. You cannot afford a tiny slip-up. That's what Alex Muller is pushing for. He might still get it with 3 minutes to go. Just a couple of laps remaining though, that's all there is. And it does look as though things are pretty forward and for the Martech team, because Romain Grosjean is still controlling this race very comfortably, and even though he's backed off his pace, he's still going quicker than most of the cars around him. Having said that, Andrea Piccini in his Corvette, the number 13 car, number 14 car, is going very quickly at this stage. Look at the gaps and how it's been closed over the last few laps. So the gap between the two Corvettes at the moment coming down at well over a second on some occasions, just under a second on lap 24. So Andrea Piccini's flying now, Danny.
He is. They've had a really tough weekend, haven't they? So they deserve a great result in this point scoring second race. And yeah, it's been a great drive by both of them so far. And that car's really well hooked up, even with a bit of damage. And do you think that that would slow it down, not make it quicker?
You would. On the straight, would it not give him a little bit less of a slippery shape? I would have thought so, but it doesn't seem to be slowing him down too much, does it? I guess the airflow is kicked up over that front wheel pretty effectively by the front shape, front air dam, and it's not really affecting things. So he's closing in on his teammate, but Mark Hinarici, I'm sure, isn't pushing flat out himself now. There's no point. I can't see that these guys are really going to go at it hard in the closing laps of the race. They need to protect their positions after what has been a very difficult weekend. They are going to emerge with an amazing point score. They will actually be the top team, of course, remember that, because the two cars score towards the team's title, the champion team's title, and they'll add 18 and 15 points for second and third place. So after a disastrous start, the Phoenix Racing car sport team will actually come away from this Abu Dhabi event with the lead in the champion team's title race. That is something you would never have thought yesterday when they were going through all their troubles, would you?
No, and of course they're going to the new Silverstone layout next, as long as we can get there, of course. But that's going to be a new challenge for everybody with the new arena complex. So totally new circuit for everyone to learn in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing what how it pans out, that circuit. I'm sure these guys will be looking forward to driving on track. We're on the final lap because the clock is ticking away. As soon as the clock reaches 0, then the checkered flag will be out the next time that the leader crosses the line, and that will be at the end of this lap. What can we say about this guy, Romain Grosjean, who has impressed us throughout the entire weekend? The guy who raced here in Formula 1, driving for the Renault F1 team towards the end of last year. Yes, he had a little bit of circuit knowledge to help him, but remember, he's never driven this car before. He's never done any GT racing of any particular note before. He's been a single-seater guy throughout his career, so the track knowledge might have helped him, but you still have to say he's done a mighty job.
Yeah, he's adapted to it like a duck to water, hasn't he? You have to say, even from free practice 1, he was right on the nail straight away. He's been quick, he looks composed. When we've interviewed him earlier on in the week, he's been, what a great sign that is.
Yeah, Natasha Gachnang, who had the accident in qualifying yesterday, teammate to Romain Grosjean. They were all so upset by the accident that happened at the end of the straight, and she has a broken leg. It was a compound fracture of her right leg. She's now in plaster recovering, and all of our wishes to her to make a swift recovery. But, well, the team has certainly bounced back here today, haven't they, with Martech dominating this second race, the championship race, the big race of the weekend, and it's going to have Ford's name all over it, courtesy in particular of this young Swiss driver, 24-year-old former European F3 champion, former Asian GP2 champion, winner in International GP2 Series,